Okay, my, this is his favorite slashes. So before the video starts, I want to say my favorite slashes, at least my top five per se. My top fives are Jason, Freddy. Is Freddy a slasher? Yeah, he's a slasher. Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Leatherface, and Scream. Oh, Ghostface. Those are my top five slashes. Top favorite slashes. I know there's more, but like say Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers. I think I said Leatherface. Yeah, and Scream. Yeah, those are like the best ones in my opinion. I know some people are like, never mind. Let's continue. That's my opinion. Those are my top five for slashes. My favorite slashes. I guess you can counter my slashes, but
Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. So today's video is
bro,
going to
I'm
be
so glad I found like a because like I stated before, I watched a lot of horror movies, so I'm glad I can find a channel that I can just react to and watch and about just horror movies.
a little bit
But I
different
will be reacting to something else, like a music thing, after this.
from what I usually upload, and I'm going to be talking about my favorite slasher films of all time. So if you look up the definition of a slasher film, it is usually generally a mass killer harassing and murdering groups of people. Me saying that might tick off the YouTube
Hold on, before anything, let me. Okay. We react to that next, I guess.
monetization system. So YouTube, I'm talking about movies here, all right? This is not real. Essentially, it's a dude wearing a mask, or maybe you could even consider them a mascot character, just running around and messing things up, breaking people's necks. I'm
By
not
the
gonna
way, I know he's probably going to talk about Terrifier in this. So my opinion on Terrifier is he's not a good slasher. He's not a good horror movie, horror person. The movies are basic and not good in my opinion.
be going over all of my favorite slasher films in this video. I will just be going over 3, technically 4. I will get to that when it comes up. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you some
Oh,
that I
okay.
love from the bottom of my heart. We will not be discussing the scariness of these
Of
movies and
course.
if they're genuinely horrifying, because I'm gonna be that guy. I'm putting my hands up. I love a good cheesy ass slasher movie. Give me the stupid characters, give me the goofy, gory, over the top kills. Give me that dude running around with some random ass mask he found in a shed. I'm gonna eat that shit up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm watching that every Halloween. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Also, quickly, thank you so much for the support on this channel. You guys are amazing. I love every single one of you. And okay, sorry, let's go.
I fucking called it. I knew he was gonna talk about Terrifier. How did I know? Makes Pennywise look like Krusty? Like, don't get me wrong. I know this is his opinion, and I know this video is gonna be put together well. But in my opinion, I have seen the first one. There's like one decent kill is where the chick's upside down and he cut her in half. That's cool. Terrified 2, the bedroom scene, everyone says it's gross and I like in my mind, I see it. I'm like, wow. You can tell that it's like um sloppy. I guess that's what it is. Um, like you can see all the fake, I guess makeup and the props, I guess, in it, and in my opinion, it should have been better, a little bit CGI in the bedroom scene, um, with more blood gushing out or something like that. Would have been cool to have. And don't get me wrong, the Art the Clown, cool character, cool slasher, but the kills he has been getting, I haven't finished Terrifier 2, but I've only caught up to the bedroom scene or like the house invasion. So I think that's like halfway to the movie. So that is my take on Terrifier. It's decent. It's an okay film. Um, but that's literally all it is. It's an okay film at best. It's like 6 out of 10. But should I say it's up there with Jason, Freddy, Jigsaw? Maybe Jigsaw. It might be up there with Jigsaw just because how gory it is, but it's nowhere near where Jason and Freddy is, in my opinion, or Leatherface, or Scream, or anything like that. It's just my opinion. Let's hear his opinion and let's watch the rest. He might put Freddy and Jason up here. Who knows? Let's hear it.
So this is a relatively new addition compared to the rest of the movies that are going to be in this video, but Terrifier 1 and 2 are going to be clumped together. So I watched Terrifier 1 with literally no expectations, had no idea what it was about, and it blew the socks right off my feet. So the first Terrifier is a 2016 horror film directed by Damien Leone. The story is set on Halloween night, following two friends, Tara
Okay,
and
so you're just talking about the backstory. I have seen clips. I have seen, in my opinion, I have seen clips, TikToks, YouTube shorts. I have seen comments. I have seen everything about Terrifier before even watching the movie. So I was just like, all right, everyone's hyping this movie up. Let's watch it. And I watched it. I was like, eh. So I don't know.
on. After a night out, partying, doing those things you do on Halloween when you're an adult, they go into a restaurant. And in the restaurant, they encounter Art the Clown. So Art the Clown is a creepy looking motherfucker. The only gripe I have with this film is that they saw this clown and they saw the weird ass things he was doing and they were just not leaving. If I saw Art the Clown at a restaurant, I'm going to Mickey D's. Get me out of there. But like I said, give me the stupid characters because they're just set up to die anyway. Anyway, at first, Art Clown, yeah, he's pretty creepy. But then he turns batshit crazy. This dude is insane. He is one of the most violent killers I have ever seen in a horror movie ever. The overall atmosphere of this film is kind of comedic, but its comedy makes it really unsettling. It's like your body is telling you that these things are funny, but he's sawing someone's head off.
True. I give that to the movie. It's comedic and horror.
So your brain is like, okay, how do I put these two things together? I would say that Terrifier is definitely remembered for Art the Clown and his absolutely insane kills. Seriously, guys. Trigger warning, the kills in this movie are insane. There's one in particular you guys have to see. I love films like this. I love gory ass films, as demented and Jeffrey Dahmer as that sounds. Especially when they're practical effects as well and they're done really good. Consider me in.
Terrifier 2,
the movie could have no story and I'd still watch it. And this movie doesn't really have a super complex story. That's another reason why I recommend it to people. It's kind of just an A to B movie with kills throughout, and it's really entertaining. It is super entertaining. It feels really short, and definitely check this one out. So I'm clumping Terrifier 2 in here because it essentially did the same thing, but it had a deeper storyline. So the sequel picks up immediately after the events of the first film. I'm not going to get into the beginning of the movie because it is spoilers for the end of the first movie. But essentially, the second movie does have a deeper story, and I feel like that is where it is lacking. The ending of Terrifier 2 to me was just really cringy. I feel like it was a little bit unnecessary. I was not a fan of the characters, but it makes this list because there is one particular kill in this movie that
scene.
I can't even explain it to you guys. He kills this girl, and oh my gosh, I felt horrible for her. She died in the most brutal way possible, and she did not deserve it. If you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone who's seen this movie talks about it all the time. But yeah, this movie basically just turns everything to 11. I prefer the first one because it's a little bit more simple.
Yeah.
But Terrifier 2, I know definitely has its fan base, and I feel like a lot more people like the second one more than the first. So yeah, if you watched the first one and you were hoping for more story, more gore, all of that stuff, definitely check out the second one because it builds upon all of those things. These are amazing slasher films. Absolutely suggest you watch them on Halloween especially. Yeah, you know what? Write down a list for movies to watch in October and just watch all these. You've probably seen the next two that I'm about to talk about.
It might say Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Ghostface, one of them. I'm highly doubting it, but let's see. Those are my guesses on what he's gonna say.
Talk
Let's
about.
say.
But
Let's
yeah, I
see.
felt
Let's
like
see.
the
Let's see.
Terrifier movies definitely needed a spot in this video, and I cannot wait for another one to come out. But yeah, let's move on to the next ones.
I was not expecting Jeepers Creepers. Please tell me you're just gonna talk about the first one, dog. Because if you're gonna talk about, I mean, the second and third one are good, but not compared to the first one. And don't get me started with the Jeepers Creepers Reborn type shit. That shit was god awful. Um, I was not expecting Jeepers Creepers, because I forgot about this movie.
So coming in at number 2 is Jeepers Creepers. So right off the bat, I just want to say I feel like this movie kind of falls off towards the end, but it still slaps either way. They make the dumbest decisions in this movie. It makes no sense half the time, but this movie just slaps. I love that truck scene in the beginning. I think about it all the time. If there's someone honking with a truck at nighttime, the first thing that pops in my head is that scene.
I'm home.
There's so much more SpongeBob, exclusively streaming on
That was
Paramount
so
Plus.
loud.
I know I've got a comeback in me.
What?
And when I take the next step, I'm going to make it count.
Okay. I just wanted to inform you of something before we move on. The creator. Hold on. Let me hide my webcam. It says the creator of Jeepers Creepers is a convicted pedo. P30 Twitch. What the fuck? I did not know that. I did not know that. What the fuck? He's a horrible person, and when this movie, I wasn't aware of this. Oh, I think the movie is it's a great movie. It's important that you know this. Alright, good. Hold on. Let me have my camera, webcam again. This is what he said. You guys can pause and read. Yeah. Gonna turn it back on. We're gonna continue. Has a great short video on this, and I will link it in the description. Dead meat. Okay. Pros. He's not gonna talk about it. He's just gonna show. Okay, so I'm just gonna have my camera until like this scene is over, so you guys can see what he says. All you want from by me. Next movie. Okay. Alright, next movie. I just turned it off so you guys can read it. Bro, I did not know that about Jeepers Creepers. I would say, that's fucking weird. That's why I mean, I don't dislike the movie, but like, I dislike the creator of Jeepers Creepers now. That shit's weird. Halloween. Please don't tell me you're gonna say something about the creator of Halloween. Because Michael Myers is such a good iconic slasher. Oh, you gotta put like Jason. You gotta put Friday the 13th up there.
So Halloween for me is my all-time favorite, not only slasher film, but horror film of
What?
all time. This movie, I feel like there's so many movies that just would not exist without this film and this franchise.
1978. Yeah, I could see that. I could 100% see that. If Halloween, quote unquote, Halloween and Michael Myers wasn't here, I don't think a lot of horror movies wouldn't be here, to be honest. So this guy's Zerk. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but I think you're 100% right about that.
So I'm gonna go off the basis that you know what Halloween is, you know who Michael Myers is, you've seen at least one movie. If you're watching this channel, I guarantee you've seen at least one Halloween
I've seen
movie.
them all.
But the original just takes the cake every single year.
I know he's gonna talk about what he was. Hold on,
I
that's
watch this movie
I don't know.
every single year. I've been watching this movie since I was a literal child, and I feel like every single time I watch it, I notice something maybe just a little bit different every single year. John Carpenter is just a master class in horror. This guy just, all the credit.
Elvis. He did Elvis? I did not know that. Okay, so The Thing is a good movie. Y'all should go check it out. The Fog. Depends on which one it is. Someone's watching me, never seen it. These are some old movies. They Live. I think that's about zombies. Ghosts of Mars. Ghosts of Mars. Vampires. I have seen that. It's a weird movie. The Wand. I think I've seen that.
This guy
But he does amazing work.
gets all of the love and support that he gets, he completely deserves. He is at the top of his craft, and this classic horror film is a perfect showcase for what he does in this category of film. From the score to the cinematography to the characters, the story, it's just, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And not to mention, there are so many Halloween movies, not all of them good, but I feel
The
like
Rob Zombie ones are good, in my opinion. I feel like the second one's kind of falls off a little, but the first one, bro, the kills. And Halloween 3, we don't talk about it because Mike Myers not in it. And I get it, it's someone else wrote it. And you see Michael Myers in it, but he's not in it. You see him in a TV, so
all of them deserve a watch, no matter how bad they are.
True.
I feel like because of how dated this movie is and how old it looks, it's also just a time capsule. I don't know how to explain it, but when you watch this movie on a Halloween night, you're transported to this world. You really feel like you're there with these characters, and because
True.
of that, it also builds tension perfectly throughout the film. And like I said before, none of these movies on this list would exist if this movie never came out, and I'm pretty
True. He's not wrong. He does look good, goofy.
sure of it. This movie essentially started the slasher genre and why it's viewed so high.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. But it kind of kickstarted it. But the slasher I don't think so. There was a lot of slashers before Halloween. I believe, when was this? 1970s? I believe 1980s. Was there a lot of slashes? They had. What do they have? I guess it was Halloween, and then Friday the 13th. No, when did Friday the 13th came out? I mean, the first one we don't really talk about because Friday the 13th it was only his mother, and Jason wasn't really in it until Friday the 13th 2. So I guess Halloween did start it. I guess.
Highly. I remember every single year I watch this, it scares the shit out of me every single time. And not to mention, I do find this movie scary. Terrifier and Jeepers Creepers I did not find scary, but Halloween is a scary movie to me. And that's why it's also at the top of my favorite horror movies of all
Bro,
time.
I'm not gonna lie. I know you're gonna say it's your favorite horror movie, but dude, I'm not gonna lie. Old Halloween feels so different. It hits different. It's like a whole different movie. It's a different thing. I can't fucking say the word, but you just feel different watching it. I know that sounds weird to say, but it just does. I think it's how the movie feels and how old it is and everything.
I also just want to
Okay.
throw in 2 fun facts about the Halloween
Okay.
franchise
Ooh,
if you didn't know.
fun facts.
Starting off, you probably already knew this, but this movie was rebooted back in 2007. I feel like this
Yeah.
franchise is rebooted 3
It
times.
was.
There's 3 separate movies named Halloween.
It was rebooted. It was rebooted after Halloween 3 or Halloween 2. It got rebooted like 3 different times. Rob Zombie did it, and then there was the H2O version, and then the Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Those are 3 different franchise of Halloween they did.
Anyway, there was Halloween
Or
1.
I think they stopped at Halloween 3, and then they start remaking it and redoing it and other things like Rob Zombie, the H2O, and then the new one. So I think that's how it is. There could be different ones, but that's what I think. Like I know.
Halloween 2, and they were rebooted by Rob Zombie. And these are said to be like the worst versions of the movies that you could watch. I really don't suggest you watch these unless
I disagree. For how Rob Zombie did, he did an amazing job with the first one. Second one, it did a different turn. It was like a unicorn, like there was a unicorn in it, and Michael was kind of insane, and I don't know, it was weird in the second one. But the first one, when he got arrested, he killed the cops with the or unalived the cops with the window glass. He unalived the hospital a doctor. Like he stabbed her so many times. Dude, that was crazy. This might be one of the scariest. I'm not gonna lie. For the Michael Myers, it might be one of the scariest.
you've seen the originals. I was kind of a fan of the Halloween remake. I don't really know why, because I rewatched it and I was not a fan of it at all. I don't like the way Rob Zombie writes his characters, and his dialogue is just a little bit over crude for me, to the point where it's kind of disgusting to listen to. Also, there is a film in this franchise called Halloween H2O 20 Years Later, where they actually used a CGI mask on Michael Myers. And let me tell you, it looked like shit. It looked horrible. I think H2O probably had the worst mask, but I don't want to get into all that
Wait, that is not it. What the fuck?
detail, because I go on for hours about the different masks, all the lore. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping about this movie. I just love it so much. I seriously recommend it. Is the quintessential Halloween movie. There are other slasher films that are in my favorites, but I'm gonna save them for another video, so I don't just yap.
If he does a part 2, I'll react to it.
Videos need to be 45 minutes long. But yeah, leave in the comments what your favorite slasher movie is, and I will definitely check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for the support on this channel. It has been super overwhelming. I feel like I say this every time, but every single month I just see more growth. And I couldn't be more thankful for the community that I have. I love talking to you guys in the Discord or just replying to your comments. I read every single one. And there would be no videos like this without you guys supporting them. So thank you so much. I'm also considering sticking to 1 video a week, probably every Wednesday or Thursday. I'm at like a point in my life where I do need to start focusing on my life. I'm going to graduate college soon.
Oh, yeah.
And I really do need to focus on getting internships. And I don't know how much that's going to affect the videos that I will be making. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep myself to 1 video a week. I don't want to leave you guys a week without a video, and that's why I'm gonna do 1 instead of 2. But hey, you never know. Maybe 2 videos could pop up a week. Maybe a new horror movie came out, and I'm gonna release a review for it. Maybe something small. But yeah, I'm just having fun with this channel, and I absolutely love making videos. It is a bright part of my day. And once again, sorry. I know I keep thanking you guys, but thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
W. Favorite slashers, like I said, Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Ghostface. There's other ones, but I just those are like top 5s that I just know right now. Yeah, there's other ones that's like really good, but I gotta look them up because I haven't watched them in so long. I don't think I could make fucking videos like this. So this guy's doing amazing fucking jobs making videos like this. Shout out to him.